Hey guys, this is Furkan here and welcome to my first tutorial on graphics in basic language. If you are new in programming, then I highly suggest you to watch my series of tutorials on introduction to programming. You can find the full playlist in my channel. The name of my channel is Leo Tutorials. So let's get started. In this tutorial, I will discuss about some basic concepts of graphics and some statements which is used to draw graphics in basic language. So what is graphics? Graphics is a way to represent information in pictorial form. Like if I am talking about a square, you will not memorize it perfectly without its pictorial form. So if I draw a square and show you that this is a shape which I am talking about, then you can memorize it perfectly. So this is how graphics helps us. Our next discussion will be on how graphics are made. As we know, our screen is made up of hundreds of dots. These dots are known as pixel or picture elements. By counting the number of pixels in vertical form and in horizontal form of the screen, we can determine the resolution of our screen. I show you my laptop screen resolution so that you got the idea about how resolution works. So as you see, my current screen resolution is 1920 by 1080 pixels, which means there are 1920 pixels horizontally and 1080 pixels in vertically in my screen. Let's see if I try to lower the resolution of my screen, then what will happen. Let's say I lower my screen resolution to 1280 by 800 or 1280 by 768 and apply it. Then as you see, my screen resolution, by lowering my screen resolution, my screen quality becomes lower. So if I reduce my resolution more, then my screen quality will become very low. So what we conclude from this, that lowering the screen resolution makes the screen quality bad, because the higher the screen resolution of the screen, the more and good quality it has, because the more number of pixels can be expressed in my screen. So our next discussion is on graphical modes which BASIC provides us. As we see here, BASIC provides us three types of graphical modes: text mode, medium resolution mode, and high resolution mode. So what do we mean by text mode? This mode in BASIC is used only for textual data. In this mode, our screen is divided into 80 columns and 25 rows. As 80 columns and 25 rows are, our screen is divided into these numbers, so my screen resolution will be 80 by 25. In this in this mode of graphics in BASIC, we use 16 colors, and to count the rows in the in this mode, we start from 0 up to so on 79, because there are 80 columns, and same for rows, there are 25 rows, and we will start from 0 up to so on 24. Our next type of graphical mode was medium resolution graphic mode. So this mode is used in drawing graphics. Our screen is divided into 320 columns and 200 rows. In this graphical mode, we can also use 16 colors, and if my screen is divided into 320 columns and 200 rows, then my screen resolution will be 320 by 200. And to count the number of columns and rows, we start from 0 up to so on 319, and for rows we start from 0 to up to 199. Our next and last resolution graphic mode is high resolution graphic mode. It is also used for drawing graphics, but as the name suggests, it is used to draw graphics at high resolution because the screen is divided into 640 columns and 200 rows. So the resolution will be 640 by 200, and we can also use 16 colors in this mode. So what we have learned so far is what are the graphics, what is a pixel, how resolution is calculated, and what are graphical modes in BASIC. So this is it for my first tutorial in graphics. We will discuss more about graphics and some statements, and we also do practicals of basic language in these tutorials. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe me.